Hi, hello sa lahat. So you are viewing the introduction to the readings in Philippine History course. And if you are here, then it means that you are one of my students. So obviously, I will be your instructor for this course. So you can call me Sir John or Sir Alfonso, whichever. Okay, so let's go straight to the point. So what is the objectives of our course and the description of the course? So it's a comprehensive and systematic examination of relevant primary sources in history. Okay, so take note, it's an examination, it's an examination of relevant primary sources. Ayan. Okay. So it's not the Philippine history wherein we're going to discuss all of the events and all of the details of those events from the beginning of the history of the Filipinos up until the present. So no. So our focus here is going to be an examination of the sources. Meaning yung the sources that will be the focus of the lessons will be given a thorough examination and analysis. Okay? So it aims to encourage critical thinking because we want the students after this course, we want them to be critical thinkers. In what sense? Okay? So we need to comprehend how the nation was built based on certain historical forces and factors that were essential again in building the Filipino identity. So with that, so so the course aims to develop in you context and content analysis. All right? That's why the focus of this course is not really memorization. What we aim is to provide a venue for students to enhance and develop their analysis skills, particularly in contextual and content analysis, because that's what the type of analysis that is being done in historical studies. All right. So aside from developing your analysis skills, it also aims to develop historical and critical consciousness. Okay, so we want the students to be historically conscious. We want you to be citizens who are historically conscious in the sense that we take into consideration historical events in decision making, in overcoming situations or problems. So we want students to be mindful of past events in dealing with those situations. So take note, when we say past events, we're not only referring to the events in Philippine history. So as what we're going to be discussing in the meaning of history, so past events cover basically a wide range of events. So it's not just limited to the events that Filipinos have went through. Okay? Kasi if you're going to use that as an analogy, diba? What how or what in what situation can you in what situation can you apply learnings from for example the execution of Jose Rizal, diba? So that's very limited. Okay? And again, We're not when we say historical consciousness, we're not just talking about consciousness uh, of notable past events. So it can be any type of past event that is contextual, that is that is relevant to the situation that we are facing. Okay, so that's what we mean when we say historical and critical consciousness. So again, the course aims to develop and to enhance the analysis skills of the students and to develop historical and critical consciousness. So this is our outline for the course. So for our first topic, we're going to be discussing what is the meaning and what is the relevance of history. So what does history mean and why study history? Diba? Uh, Many students say na why should we study history? The past is past. Tapos na yan, lumipas na yan. Why do we need to study it? Bakit kailangan nating binabalikan ang nakaraan? Diba? Okay, so that's what we're going to cover for our first topic. For our second topic, how do we do content and contextual analysis? Diba? So again, one of the main objectives of the course is to develop analysis skills. So it's important for us to know how are we going to conduct this content and contextual analysis. Okay? And after the first two meetings, so we're now going to apply uh, the content and contextual analysis to the different sources. Okay, so for our course, so we're going to be looking at seven main topics. First, seven main readings rather. Sorry. First reading is about the customs of the Tagalogs by Juan de Plasencia. Second reading is about Dasalan at Toksohan of Marcelo H. del Pilar. Sorry. The third reading is The Kartilya ng Katipunan. Fourth reading is Proclamation of Philippine Independence. Fifth, The Benevolent Assimilation. Sixth, readings on the issue on collaboration during the Japanese occupation. And lastly, the Parity Rights Agreement. Okay, so that's what we will be covering. All right, now for most of the discussion will fall under this part, the context and content analysis of the sources. Um, because again, we're trying to develop skills, and in developing skills, there's there's no other way to develop it or to improve it other than by repeating analysis of these sources. Okay? So, basically, we're just going to do the same thing. Paulit-ulit lang yung gagawin natin with regards to the readings. Content and contextual analysis of the first reading. Content and context analysis of the second, of the third. Okay? So, the process is the same. So, we're going to do analysis of the readings. Right? And again, this is what will make up most of the discussions because again we want to develop the skills of analysis. So for our requirements, so for each reading, for each source, or you are going to be given worksheets, right, to guide you in analyzing the different sources. And simple term paper, of course. It's not going to be heavy term paper given our situation right now. But still, we need to have an application of source, an application of the analysis skills that we're going to develop in this course. Okay? So if you have questions, so please feel free to contact me through the following contact details. And okay, that's it. So I will see you in the next lecture video. Okay, thank you.